sit down, shut up, and don't touch nothing. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Vicky, and I love all things fragrance, body care, beauty, and I love a good haul. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you miss any of my uploads. All right, I have a collective haul, so if you're interested in these items I have picked up, then just keep on watching. All right, first I'm gonna start with Amazon. I'm not sure if I hauled this in my last collective haul, but just in case I didn't, I just wanted to make sure I hauled this. And if it's a repeat, my bad. These are vitamins from the Dr. Berg brand in D3 and K2. So I had been seeing in a couple of threads that D3 needs vitamin K and magnesium to fully absorb into the body. So I have been using D3 pills, and I probably should have read the ingredients on those before I bought these just to make sure I actually needed these. So actually, let me grab those. So these are the current D3 pills I have now from the Vitamin Shop, and it just has D3 and calcium. Okay, so we're off to a good start there. This has vitamin D, and it has the same dosage. It has 125 micrograms. It has vitamin K, vitamin B6, magnesium, zinc, some other stuff, but that's what I saw that it needs: vitamin K and magnesium to fully absorb. I was about to say absorb into the body. I actually have some, I think, chewable magnesium tablets somewhere. But me in supplements, I'm trying to get a regular routine going with my supplements. You know, sometimes I'm inconsistent. There's some things I'm very consistent on with supplements and some things I'm not, and just trying to do better. And honestly, for me personally, I feel like D3 is important to take because I noticed that when I'm not consistent with it, I really be having the blues, okay? I've been MIA, y'all. The blues is real, okay? And with it being summer, like, I have the option to go outside and be in the sun, but I don't know. All I know is I've been having the blues, okay? And I'm trying to get out of it. But hopefully, I've had these for a couple of weeks. I haven't been consistently every day, but like most days, sometimes every other day, trying to do better. And I don't want to overdo it with the vitamin D3, so I feel like I should at least, I don't know, because I do want them to absorb properly. But I don't know. Part of me feels like since I have both of them, they expire around the same time, but I should probably just at least finish the first bottle. So I say all that to say, I got these off of Amazon, and I will make sure I leave the Amazon link in the description. So next, I have a few items from Target. First up is this 12-pack of Irish Spring. Child, is loud too, okay? I use Irish Spring to wash my makeup brushes with. I find that they come out nice and clean when I use this. I haven't tried other soaps because I think I have one more. Maybe I did try Dial, and I think I couldn't get it to rinse out as well. But I do like these. I wish I could have just found a 3-pack, but the Target I was at only had this size. But I guess at this point, I shouldn't run out and have to be on the hunt for them for a while. Next from Target, back on track with kind of supplements, I do want to get back into taking greens again. I find that I haven't been able to find one that has the right taste for me to want to stay consistent with it. But I found these. These are tablets actually, and I had lost these. I found these again today. So I'm glad I found them just in time to haul them. This is 8 greens. I think that's the name of the brand. And there are 10 tablets in here. So is that the brand? I don't know. Maybe. Let me see. One, two, three, four. Well, there are also 8 greens in here. It has spinach, aloe vera, wheatgrass, kale, blue-green algae, spirulina, chlorella, and barley grass. Because I've tried taking, I think, chlorophyll, liquid chlorophyll. It's a struggle. So, yeah. I'm going to try these. I haven't been able to test them out yet since, like I said, I had lost them. But what was lost is now found. So I will definitely make sure I put these in the kitchen where they belong so that they will be easy for me to find and use. Anyways, next I picked up from First Aid Beauty. This is the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. I picked up the wipes a couple weeks ago because I thought that I would rather go that route. But the wipes haven't been impressing me as far as, like, I don't know, maybe because I can't directly see the skin without, I don't know. Because I use them like under my arms after getting them waxed. And yeah, but I have used this once and I did like the way that it exfoliated the skin under my arms. So I do want to buy this in a full size so that I can, you know, use it under my arms and my legs and stuff. So this is definitely something that I am glad to have in my collection. Even though I was on the fence about it, happy to have it now. So next, I found these at Five Below. This is a 3-pack of resistance bands. I have some and I have no idea where I put them. So another $5, whatever. You know, since this is something easy to slide in my new little makeshift gym bag, quick, easy to go, and yeah, hopefully I don't lose these. So I actually went to Five Below for one of those big jugs that has like the ounces labeling on the side so that I can kind of keep track of my water intake. But I took that into the office yesterday and I guess I'm just going to leave it there. So I don't have a picture of it, but if you go into Five Below and you see them big old jugs that have labeling on them, I picked up one of those. So next, this is from Big Lots. I've already opened this. These are some Airwick refills in the Simply Cotton scent. This is very strong. Definitely enjoying this so far. Like, strong to the point where I thought I still think I'm gonna have to turn the intensity down. And I've never done that for these Airwick refills, but it's so strong where I'm like, yeah, I could turn that down and it'll still be like radiating. So definitely a good find for me. Next up, the beauty supply store. One thing about me, I love a beauty supply store lash, for real. So this first pack is from the I Envy brand. It's the Mink Impact number 6. I love a good little wispy lash vibe. Next, this is Darling Lash Natural Volume, I think that's what it's called. Poppy and Ivy. So this was in the dollar bin. So I was like, well, it's only $1. So definitely be worth trying out. And then next, I have 2 pairs of the same lash that were also in the dollar bin. Same Poppy and Ivy brand. And this is Missy. So I was like, these look kind of cute. So we'll see what happens. And if nothing else, they were $1. And I have another pack somewhere. So it's actually the lashes I'm wearing now. And it's the I Envy Luxury Mink 3D. I couldn't find this specific style. This specific style. Okay, I couldn't find this exact one on Amazon. But if you have a beauty supply store in your area, look for this black. I do trim my lashes, by the way, so that's what that is. But yeah, look for this style. It's KMIN 15. And they kind of look similar to these other I Envy lashes. They look similar to this. I think the ones I have on are just a little more full, a little than these. But still, okay. Love me a beauty supply store lash. And y'all, I saw in my local beauty supply store, they have some, so I have some Middle Eastern fragrance in there in addition to the roller oils. And I was able to finally start smelling some of those other ones that I've been seeing everyone have, like Yara 2. So if it's like the French word two, it's two, not. Anyways, moving on, it's the mango one. That one's actually pretty nice. Not mad at it. And there was the Bade Out Oud Sublime, the red one. Let me see if I find the white. Hold on. It's this line, but the red one. The one that smells like Eat and Juicy Apple, which it does. That one smells good. But they had it in the beauty supply store for $40. I'm like, it's $20 on Amazon, so it's gonna have to stay here. But at least I know what it smells like now. So when I run out of Eat and Juicy Apple, I will probably just get that instead. And also, apparently there is a deodorant spray for Camera. I don't remember the price point of that either, but it's $9 on the Lattafa site. So yeah, I'm getting way off track because I didn't buy any of that stuff. So let me get back to the haul. Next, Sephora. So I picked up these cotton pads from Sephora. So a couple weeks ago, they were, I don't know what it was. It was some Rouge event going on. And when you made a purchase, you get like this little bracelet set they were giving out. And I was like, I didn't really need anything. So like, what's the cheapest thing I can buy in here? And coincidentally, I was also running out of cotton pads. I like those. I think they are a little big, but I like them. They don't track lint on my face. So that's a win for me. And then these are the little mini bracelets that they issued us, which after seeing them up close, I was like, I guess I could have done without them. So yeah, they are a little snug on me. So I went through all that for nothing. But the cotton pads are only $4. So I needed them and it was only $4. So I'm not mad about it. Next from Sephora, I almost never redeem my my points in general for anything in the rewards bazaar except for the Rouge reward for $100. But this had caught my eye. And this is a little set from Way. I don't know if the font is visible or not, but it's like a little, this is a cream and this is a shower gel. So this is in the St. Bart scent. I like the scent, okay? I was very tempted to purchase it, but I'm like, you know what? Way is way expensive, so I don't know. But I did redeem the points to try that out, see if I will, splurge a little on some Way. And I think this is the last item I have from Sephora. So a couple of hauls ago, I got the Burberry Goddess Intense Travel Spray. I was on the fence about it. And it just, when it started out, it wasn't bad. And then it kind of just smelled medicinal on my skin. And I did spray it a couple more times. Not the travel spray, but the scent itself in store. Just so I wouldn't spray too much of the travel spray so I could return it. Which I did yesterday. And I got the travel spray to Dolce and Gabbana. Can I not talk? It's not even that late, girl. Okay. Dolce and Gabbana Devotion Intense. So this scent, I don't know when exactly it dropped, but I saw it populating on both the Ulta and Sephora app over the weekend. So I was like, as soon as that is available in store, I have to go smell it. So here it is. It is a little more of a deeper color than the original Devotion. Y'all, this I can get with, okay? So all in all, I paid $1 because this was $1 more than the Burberry Goddess Travel Spray. And why are these travel sprays approaching the $40 mark? Like, this is $40. And I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, remember when travel sprays used to be $25, $26, $28? Like, some of them still are, but a bunch of these have crossed over into that $30+ threshold. And I feel like once we're in the higher 30s at that point, I might as well just wait and get a 1 ounce bottle. But at the same time, the price points of the bottles are like out of the world, out of this world. It's like the wages, the way they're increasing is not in line with the cost of living and the additional cost of spending, okay? I'm not gonna go off too much of a tangent on that, but let me pull up our good girl Fragrantica so we can get the notes for Devotion Intense. But let me just tell y'all, I like this one, okay? She's good. She can stay, and I might even want a full-size bottle. So it has hazelnut in the top, orange blossom in the middle, and vanilla in the base. I don't smell any hazelnut, okay? It smells like the original Devotion to me without that peppery vibe that was getting on my skin. So how people were describing this as the original as a nice citrus gourmand, I could smell that, but it also smelled like it was that citrus gourmand and then someone poured pepper on top of that on my skin, and I just couldn't. This though, yeah. Yeah. And I did post this on my community tab. I saw a comment on there that I 100% agree with from Arlene, that this kind of smells like Marrakesh in a bottle from Kayali. And it's like, imagine if you smell that, imagine Marrakesh in a bottle, but that pepper isn't offending you. Like, it's like somebody told that pepper to sit down, shut up, and don't touch nothing. Okay? Like, and it did. Yeah, this can almost, it's like stepping to that fine line of wanting to cross over into that orange blossom category with the Love Don't Be Shy. I don't want to say all that, because once you say that, then people hold on to that. But it's a nice, I like this one. It smells like the original to me. Like I said, I don't smell any hazelnut. I just don't get that spiciness that the original one has on my skin. So I can definitely appreciate this Devotion. So what I will say, if you didn't like the original, you might like this. No guarantees though. Just saying, no guarantees. And next up from Sephora, I picked up Donna Born in Roma the Gold. Okay. Now, is this really gold? I mean, a little, I guess. Kind of clearish, but whatever. I'm not gonna split hairs with the color. All right. Top note, there's only 3 that are listed. Top is mandarin, middle is gardenia, and the base is coconut. So to me, this kind of has that, a little bit of the DNA from the original with this solar razzle dazzle on top. So it almost even smells a little bit like if you took bits and pieces from the original Born in Roma, Coral Fantasy, and Born in Roma Intense. Because there is an obvious white floral when you smell it. But if you smell multiple fragrances that have that suntan lotion, solar, ozonic kind of vibe, then you'll know what I mean. Like, it's that solar, almost salty kind of vibe. And I sprayed some other scents I have in my collection that would have that same accord, and they don't all smell alike. So this definitely can stand on its own, because I have a dupe to Olympia. It doesn't smell like that, but it has some of that same salty little saltiness that Olympia has. Um, I sprayed Kayali's Utopia Cocoa, and it's comparable in the fact that when you spray a solar coconutty floral with like a white floral, it's a distinctive white floral. I think they both have gardenia, but they don't smell alike to me. So, and I have Bronze Goddess somewhere, couldn't find it. And I also sprayed Cocoa Paradise. So between those 4 scents, none of them smell like one for one. So I feel like they can individually stand out on their own. I had, because I finished it, a travel size to Alien Goddess. So that was how I finished this. I layered them together. So because I have this, I'm not 100% sure if I actually need a bottle of this. They're not one for one. They complement each other. So I don't know. I will say I like this. Addressing whether or not it's worth the splurge really depends on your own scent profile. And I wish this is something that would be available in stores for people to smell, because you don't know. You might like it, you might not like it. All of those Solar Accord fragrances are not the same per se. Like, they have a similar vibe, but how they wear on your skin won't be the same for everyone. So I like this scent profile. Of those beachy florals that I have, I still think the Kayali one is my favorite, and I always get complimented when I wear it. So, but this is good. I like her, and she is here to stay, okay? And that is Donna Born Aroma, the Gold. I think that one would be easier to say whether or not you should definitely check it out if it at least came in a travel size. I feel like if they're going to start doing these, I don't know if that's limited edition or not, but if it is, I feel like they should at least do a full size and a travel size so that people can at least get the chance to experience them. Next is going to be Bath & Body Works. They had the body care sale going on, and I keep revisiting that Milk fragrance mist, and I just think, for me personally, I don't know, it's not working with me. So she's going to have to stay at the store. Anyways, I do like the body butter. Like, the way that smells, it definitely has, if it's gonna focus a little bit, it definitely has that vibe of a sensitive skin type of moisturizer. So I'm glad it says that on here. If you smelled a sensitive skin product, you know it has that kind of like soft scent to it. And this is something that I feel like I will definitely appreciate. And with it having pretty much no real fragrance on me, at least, very light, it'd be super layerable. And then I picked up the Coco Shea Honey one, because at that point they were $6. So, you know, soft, almost smells like cocoa butter a little, like that Nivea one. So again, a scent that I feel like I could definitely wear and relax in. So I'm not mad at these scents. I'm not like over the moon. I don't think they are like, they're not knocking my socks off, but I feel like these would be nice body butters to wear. So that is my little Bath & Body Works haul, child. I missed out on the sanitizer spray sale because I did want a couple of those, but I'm gonna just move on. Next, Pink had a $5 fragrance mist sale a couple weeks ago. So let me show you what I got. And I wasn't able to get any of the new Victoria's Secret ones yet because I was just at a Pink only store. I don't even know if I would have been able to get those for $5. But that's neither here nor there at this point. Anyways, I picked up this Vanilla and Dreamy from Pink. This is Fluffy Vanilla, Golden Caramel, and Coconut Cloud. This one's just nice, soft, cozy. I still feel the same about the pink fragrance mist, that while they can smell nice in the opening, there is this alcohol undertone. I know it's a fragrance mist, it's alcohol based, but still, do it gotta smell like alcohol? Like, golly. So, whatever. So next is Rocket Pop. This is Cherry Ice, Sunshine Lemon, and Blue Raspberry. This is definitely juicy. So good. Especially if you like the firecracker pop kind of scent from Bath and Body Works. Next one here is Very Vanilla. This is Crumb Cake, Cinnamon Sugar, and Vanilla Drizzle. I can definitely get that cakey and cinnamon. I wonder how this will work with Moon Spiced Apple. Is apple dump cake a thing? Or like apple crisp or something? Like apple crisp cake, something like that. With this, a little camera. Talk about a time, all right. Next here is Old Cherry. This is dark cherry, red pomegranate, and vanilla amber. And it's definitely a dark cherry. It can lean a little medicinal. A little like tussin. Okay. But I feel like if you have, because I have a pomegranate scent. I believe this is pomegranate grenade from Soli Notes. It ain't much in here, but I feel like that juicy pomegranate could definitely help with that medicinal undertone that's in here. Honestly, if I would have sprayed this a little more in the store, like I am now, I might not have picked this one up because of that medicinal vibe that I'm getting. But whatever. I might either A, just gonna get my $5 back, or B, just hold on to it. Anyways, the last one here is Apple Rush. And this is Honeycrisp Apple, Pink Clouds, and Caramel Vanilla. It's a little crisp, a little fresh from that apple. It's like soft, crisp, but still cozy. So this would be nice for like when it's a nice fall day, sweater weather. Ooh, I need to find the sweater weather scent to see how this will go with that. So yeah, that is Apple Rush. So these are all the scents that I got from the $5 mist sale. Well, 5 of them, because I can only hold so much in my hands. But I did pick up 5 mists from that $5 sale. So next is going to be Ulta. I went in there, child, I don't even remember what I was in there for. But I saw on the Last Chance Beauty shelf, they had some press-ons. I did not like the price, so they had to stay there. But I was still walking around the store, and I was in another aisle, and one of the associates had mentioned to me that everything that was on there was 75% off of the sticker price. So I was like, oh, I thought that was the price. I was like, I don't know why it's back here and it's that much, but let me spin the block because you said so. So I picked up some press-ons. So this is the first pair that I picked up, and this is the second pair. This is a little walk on the wild side for me, even though they are black and white. I usually just do like a type of French tip, not so much the design. So it's a little bit of a walk on the wild side for me. I do like the shape of these, pretty similar. And in addition to those nails, I picked up these Kiss Salon acrylic French nails. And they are the nails I am wearing. Maybe if I turn it this way, you could probably see them a little better. But yeah, they're current press-ons. I have one now, and they're actually lasting pretty decently. I've had these on for about a week at this point. So it does say glue on 7-day wear, if that will focus. It does say it's supposed to last 7 days. So we're doing pretty good here. So I'm not mad at these, and I would repurchase these. But these were not on sale. So I picked them up. Y'all see they're green. If you can't really see, they're green. Okay. So, but these two, I think my total was under $5 for both of them. I probably paid like $3 something for both of these together. So that sounds like a win-win for me. And then the last thing from Ulta is currently the 21 days of beauty sale going on. So the other day there was a sale on the Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. And at first I wasn't going to get it, but I was like, I do want to put that on my fragrance tray for winter and fall, which I have it on my fragrance tray now. So it's no telling how long that's going to hold up. So this is another 2-ounce bottle in Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. Because this is my current bottle, and this is the Dent, and this is one of those scents that I feel like once I start wearing, I'm gonna have a hard time putting it down. It's just one of those I could literally douse myself in and wear for days and days at a time without like getting sick of it. So I feel like if this is the kind of Dent I have in here, I don't know how long this is gonna last during the season. So we'll see. TBD, but you had me a backup just in case. Next, I got this from Macy's. This is Donna Karan Cashmere and Palo Santo. I'm not sure if you can actually see that, so let me grab the box. So that is the name of the fragrance, and here is the bottle. I think this is 3.4 ounces. Let me read the notes. In the top is peach, in the middle is cashmere, wood, and lab denim, and the base is Palo Santo and vanilla. So I've had this for almost 2 weeks, I want to say. It's one of those scents that when I first got it and sprayed it, I was like, oh, so that's it, huh? Because I have seen this posted a lot on Instagram, and I think I've even sprayed a lot. If you can tell, there's a tiny dent in there. I feel like this is one of those that you can spray a lot and it's not going to become offensive. And it's just, it's soft, it's smooth, it's woody. It's like it's slightly sweet. This honestly reminds me of if there was maybe not necessarily a flanker, but a spinoff to Sunset Hour. Like that's a little less sweet. It kind of puts me in this similar vibe to that. I feel like this is a scent that it has potential to get better with time, because I don't dislike it. I just felt like, based on how I see the girlies love it, I just thought that I would like it a little more than I do. So I like it, but I don't love it. But I feel like this has potential to grow on me. It's a cozy scent, so yeah, we'll see what happens with this as I have it for a little more time. But to be fair, I think I'm kind of a little more whatever about it right now, because I didn't have to pay full price, because there was like a 15% off sale at Macy's, and I had a gift card from something else I had returned. So I basically got this for almost half off between the sale and my gift card. So that's why I'm like, I didn't have to really pay full price, even though I kind of did, because the gift card does count, because I did pay that money at some point. But we're not gonna get into all that, okay? All right, last but not least, TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I just looped all of them together because I think everything, yeah, it's a mix. So it don't really matter. You can find most of the stuff pretty much at both stores. So first I saw this lip scrub and polish set. Even though I said I would make my own, I still only made my own. So this is from Body Prescriptions, and it is a 3-pack of lip scrubs, and this was $5. And I feel like the Tree Hut one, for one, like a quarter of the size of one of these, was $5. So I'm okay with that. So there are 3 scents. There's pink grapefruit, lemon lime twist, and orange blossom. I'm not sure if there's no real pictures on the back, but yeah. So I finally got some long overdue lip scrubs in my collection, so I can do that. Next, I've kind of still been mildly obsessed with that whole collagen face mask trend going on. And I have one left because I had neglected to use it this past weekend. The one I got from, the pack I got from TikTok Shop. But I'm like, if I can find something similar, cheaper, okay, I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna see how these like compare to the mask I got off TikTok Shop. So this is from Skin 2.0. It's a vitamin C and collagen sheet mask set. So that's what this looks like. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Like, I have no expectations, but yeah, $5, you know, whatever. I feel like I haven't really been disappointed by like the masks I've gotten from Marshalls and TJ Maxx anyways. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. And then next, I usually don't fall into the hand wash hype at those stores because there's usually so many, you know, seasonally. But they got me with this spiced pear one. So I got this spiced pear hand wash. And yeah, I don't know why, because I actually prefer a foaming wash. But this is a nice juicy spiced pear. And they had like so many flavors, scents. Like caramel apple, marshmallow. But I had already bought this a couple weeks ago. It's just been sitting. I was like, so that's why I was like, I'm not gonna buy any more because I do want to actually, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get through. So I saw it's really saying nothing, but I got some hand soap from TJ Maxx. All right, next, this had intrigued me. This is from Neutrogena. Neutrogena. There's one R. This is the Deep Moisture Express Body Mist. So it's actually lotion. So the body mist labeling is kind of misleading because it's lotion. So let me make sure I don't spray my face. As you can see, it's not a mist, it's lotion. Okay, little sheen going on. That's why I picked her up. I did do that in the store. I sprayed it on to see how, what, you know, not mad at it. Child, was I ashy? Am I ashy? It's too late. I'm already to the end of this haul. But I got that. And then I had also picked up this Beam Cream Smoothing Body Moisturizer from Ole Henriksen. And I feel like the large size of this is currently at Sephora for like, what, $40, $50? This was $4, okay? It's less than 3 ounces, so if you wanted to use this to travel, you can. So it's cute, small. You can take it with you to travel. Now, I looked on the Sephora site, and the reviews seem to be underwhelmed by the scent. So I wasn't mad at the scent when I was in store, but I have had this for a couple of weeks, so I don't really remember what it smells like because I haven't used it. But let me see. It's not bad. Like, I'm not offended by it. It's almost like citrusy a little. Either that or I smell that perfume I just sprayed here. Like, it's not bad. I'm not mad at it. It's something that I could, if I want, like I said, if I want to travel with, if I want to throw this in my work bag, whatever. So I got it and it was $4. So yeah, moving on. Next, I looked up and found this in a discount store finally. This is the Sucre de Cotton from Gourmand Beauty. Let me see. Let me pull up the notes to this. So ironically, I got a sample of the duo version of this from my Boo Chanel, and I did not like it. This has in the top red berries, the middle is cyclamen, and the base is sugar and vanilla. And I liked this version better than Dua's version. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that one's about. I'm back to being unsure about this again. Okay. Maybe I don't like this. I don't know. I had sprayed this in store. I was like, I like this better than Dua's version. And spraying this again now, I'm like, maybe I don't like this scent. So the jury's out on that. I did buy that one a couple weeks ago. I still had on the shorter press-ons, the little iridescent. Those were press-ons, FYI. Everyone was commenting on those. Those were Shein press-ons. So maybe I don't like that. I'll spin the block at some point in the future. The last item I picked up is this jasmine and cedarwood perfume oil. These sand and fog oils got the girls in a tizzy. Okay. I have the card, so I have the card right here because it kept falling. It has notes of jasmine, lemon, child, I'm reading this wrong. Saffron, lemon, jasmine, pine, and cedarwood. So, of course, I did put a little bit of this on the skin in the store just to see how I felt about it, because it's one thing to smell them. It's another thing to put a couple drops on your skin, walk around. This, as soon as I rubbed it in, and the scent was radiating, all right? So it does kind of remind me a little bit of Red Temptation from Zara, but it also kind of reminds me of Opulence from Dawkins, which this is an impression of Baccarat and Lost Cherry. But I think the Sand and Fog version on my skin, I think the scent lasts longer with Sand and Fog than with Dawkins. Both smell really good though. I'm just saying. Yeah. This jasmine and cedarwood, okay, she smells really good. So yeah. And y'all wanna know what's crazy? I was gonna hold off on doing this haul because I had put in a couple of other orders of things that have not shipped yet that should be shipping soon. And I've been talking for an hour. So whenever the next wave of things come through, it'll only be a couple of things, so it should be a much, much shorter haul. So anyways, I still have to say nothing, but I hope you enjoyed this haul. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient and waiting on me, okay, to drop some content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video.